What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I hope everyone is enjoying their Labor Day weekend. Uh, I wanted to bring a video today to bring attention to, something that I mentioned in one of the previous videos, and that was basically, the wish list, not the wish list, but the visitor list that's going to be for this next game versus Washington. At the time, I thought it was only just going to be Damani Jackson that was going to be visiting us, and while I thought that was going to be a big deal, I'm now finding out that it's actually going to be way more people that's going to be coming for that game. So I'm just going to go down the list of the players that are, allegedly supposed to be in attendance for that game versus Washington. So, let me just go down the list here that I got down here. So, you got the key commits that are going to be there are Will Johnson, Tyler Morris, Cody Jones, Miles Pollard, are all supposed to be in attendance there. But what's going to be real important is the targets that are going to be there for this game. So it's going to be of the utmost importance that we show up for this game and we show out for this game. I thought, initially it was going to be a great game just for the mere fact of, Washington was a top 20 team. It was going to be an opportunity for Michigan to, I guess put their name back and their faces on the map again. We started out, out of the top 25. And deservedly so, but still, I felt that this was going to be a good game to catapult ourselves back into the, into the top 25, and have people give more respect to the Michigan brand and stuff like that. But obviously with Washington losing to Montana, still don't know how that happened. It kind of took away from this game, but it's still going to be very key that we do very well in this game. So I'm going to read down the list of people who are going to be there in attendance for this game this Saturday. So, as I mentioned, Damani Jackson will be there. But also, you can have Josh Connolly Jr. will be there. Walter Nolan is going to be there. Deion Walker is going to be there. Dylan Tatum is going to be there. Then you're also going to have Dante Moore and Jaylen Brown. They're also going to be there as well. So those are some of the top names that are going to be there for that game. So if you thought it was important that we played well, before just for Damani, now you definitely want to see these guys play well. And it's interesting that Walter Nolan is showing up, because just 1 or 2 weeks ago he was talking about we weren't even his top 3. So it's interesting that we're not in his top 3, but yet and still he's coming to show up for the game, which is interesting because I think before him and his father were talking about him coming to the Ohio State game. But now he's making an official visit to show up for this game. So, does that mean anything? I don't know. I just find it strange that he would, after he just basically had, quote-unquote, cut us from his list. So, I don't know what that means. Does that mean that we're still really in the mix with that? Or is he just, getting his official visit in just for the sake of it? I don't know. But he's going to be there. So if there's any opportunity for us to improve and impress him, that time is now. Especially on the defensive end. We need to showcase and show to him why you need to come to Michigan. The defense has to give him a reason to want to come here. It's not just come here because of this. No, that's over with now. Guys are not showing up and deciding to come to a school just because of the name and because of the legacy of the school and the names that have gone there before them and all that stuff. None of that matters anymore. What matters to them now, especially now, is, with the NIL, how is that going to benefit me? And if not, how am I going to fit in? And, what's going to be my role if I come to your school? So, somehow, between now and that game, and during that game, first the Michigan staff have to, put on a show for them and make them feel that this is a place that they need to come to. And then the team has to show him that this is what you're going to be signing up for and impress him in that regard. So, you got a lot of recruits coming. A lot more than I thought. And each one of them, we need to put on a good show for them. So, I'm really excited about that. I hope it's a really good game. I hope that we do well. And I hope that we give them, the best show that they have to convince them that this is the place to come to. Now, on another note, the news came out about Ronnie Bell. I'm totally bummed out about that. Officially Harbaugh hadn't said what the injury is. Just said it was a knee injury and he's going to be out for the season. So, but unofficially, everyone else is saying it's a torn ACL. So I'm real bummed out about the news about Ronnie Bell. My gut feeling told me it was something like that. Like I had mentioned before, I saw him walk back to the cart, but I remember in the 2019 NBA Finals when Klay Thompson landed awkwardly and came back out, shot his free throws, and then jogged back to the tunnel. Everyone was optimistic about that because he was doing all that. Meanwhile, he had a torn ACL all that time. So, it's real devastating. Who's going to step up? That's going to be the key for that. So, right off the bat, the person that's going to replace him is actually going to be Cornelius Johnson. So, he's going to move into Ronnie Bell's spot. Now it's going to be who's going to take that number 2 spot. So I'm guessing it's going to be Baldwin that's going to step into that role and be the number 2. So we're going to have to see how it goes. It's almost like, because as it was, I know that they said he was dealing with like a minor ankle injury, but as far as being the starting 1-2, he was going to be the odd man out as far as that goes. So I guess now he has that role, and we're going to see how good he really is, because he's going to have to step up and take that place. So, this next man up as far as that goes, Ronnie Bell is going to be hard to replace. Not only from a standpoint of leadership, not only from a standpoint of just production, but also, the intangibles that he brought to the football field. Just his energy that he brought out, his downfield blocking. I felt as though he was like one of the, if not the best blocking wide receivers that I've ever seen. His his effort and his energy on the field, that's going to be what's going to be hard to replace. So I just hope and pray prayers up for him for a speedy recovery. I know with the the whole thing with COVID last year, which basically chopped off 1 year of added basically 1 year of eligibility to everybody, that he still has another year or two. But sometimes when you get injured like that, you're never the same. So I just hope and pray that he takes the time to recover and rehab, and then hopefully he comes back and he's at 100%, and then it's up to him whether or not he wants to give it another go for next year or not. So we just have to wait and see how that goes. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about, first of all, this whole recruiting trip, and all the recruits that's going to be coming in for the game on September 11th. Let me know how excited you are about that, and who would you like to see. Who would you be your top 3 that you definitely want to see in a Michigan uniform next season? Let me know that in the comment section below. And if you like the content, definitely subscribe to the channel. I'm still pushing to make the channel grow, and that's my goal. So if you do like the content, definitely hit the subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.